Okay. All right. So we're just gonna take a comfortable seating position, deeply connecting to our bodies, to our heart. Perhaps you place one hand on your heart, one on your womb. Just taking a few deep breaths, centering in, just connecting to verticality, to your spine. Taking a few deep breaths into your nose. And as you exhale through your mouth, releasing the air, sending this wave of relaxation down to your spine. And with the next inhale, I invite you to bring a gentle movement to your hips, creating small circles at the base of your spine. Staying deeply connected to your breath. And with each inhale and exhale, making those circles a little bit bigger. Inviting more movement, more openness to your spine, to your hips. Circulating the air and spinal fluid, creating more momentum, more fluidity to your spine, increasing the base of support that you have in this world. Maybe sending some deep gratitude to your spine for being your core. And the next inhale, making the circles bigger and wider, taking more space, creating more openness. Exhaling the air, mindfully creating this wave of relaxation. And then the next inhale, I invite you to go back in the opposite direction, continuing with your breath. Dropping awareness to your hips. Maybe asking your hips of what they need. And then bringing yourself back into the center, making the circle smaller until you reach your center. And pause. Taking a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And the next inhale, I invite you to do cat and cow while sitting, arching your back. Inhaling. And exhaling. Creating movement in your spine. Forward and back. Creating this wave of energy, traveling up and down your spine with each breath, with each movement. Lubricating your spine. And on the inhale, exhaling all the air out, I invite you to stand up and letting the Shakti into your field, awakening the Shakti energy to run through your spine, through your body, inviting the shape, releasing. Maybe you can start with tapping your feet on the floor. Inviting your nervous system to release anything that's ready to be released. Giving your body what it needs. whether it's a gentle tap or maybe big shaking motions. You can continue with the movements of your hip, inviting circles. Perhaps you can tap on your hips, tapping on your legs, tapping on your arms. Notice if there's any stagnation in the body, and maybe invite more movement there, more breath. Creating heat in your body. Letting this wild feminine energy come and play. Connecting to your hips. Connecting to your ancestors. As you slowly return into your body to a calm breath. Just slowing down your breath, putting one hand on your heart. one hand on your womb, and just observing what's arising for you. Notice any emotions or sensation. Just give yourself this gift of listening to your body. What is alive for you right now? Perhaps start with a gentle sensation. Feel the vibration of your heart on your hand. Feel the connection between your heart and this beautiful magnetic field that it's creating every single day. Placing your left hand on your heart, you receive this beautiful energy, creating this circus of energy that you give and receive all at the same time. How beautiful is that? Maybe send some gratitude to your heart for leading the way through this lifetime. Some gratitude for you, for being here, for showing up for yourself, for the immense amount of love that it has for you and everyone around you. What a blessing. Feeling your heartbeat slow down as you find yourself in a sense of deeper, relaxed state, creating more connection to yourself and your body. Now bring the awareness to your womb, making the connection between your womb space and your right hand. Feeling the energy between them two. Does the womb have any messages here for you? Did anything come up during your movement? Maybe that womb wants to share with you now. All you have to do is listen. Ask your womb if it needs anything. Ask your womb, how can I support you? With the next inhale, bring both hands to the sides and place them on your hips. As you feel this deep, wide support that your hips provide, send some gratitude to your hips for carrying ancestral wisdom. Sending deep gratitude to those that came before you, allowing you to be here on this planet Earth in such a magical time of human evolution, being this bright light. Ask your hips if they have any messages for you. Ask if your ancestors have any messages for you. The next inhale, bring your hands to your throat. Deeply connecting to the spirit within, connecting to your throat chakra, connecting to your inner voice, the voice of your truth. Notice any sensations in your throat. Notice if it has any messages here for you. Do you feel safe to express your voice? Do you feel safe to speak your truth? And if you don't, ask, what is standing in the way? How can you deeply connect to that authentic truth? Whether it's the words that you speak to yourself or to others. And now I invite you to tell yourself 3 beautiful things that you feel about you from the heart. What does your soul, what does your higher self want to share with you? What does your higher self want you to know? And then I'm going to connect to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. As you gently tap and activate your third eye. So many of us are going through these portals of transformation, and some of them are pretty and some of them are not. Some of them caused a lot of confusion and stress. So let's activate our third eye so we can clearly see into our future. Connecting your third eye to your heart, creating this beautiful link between your heart, your third eye, and your throat, so your soul can speak to you, so you can clearly see what your future holds for you. You can have this bright awareness of where you're going. And maybe ask your third eye to reveal to you what is one thing it wants you to know about moving forward. What is one thing it wants you to see so that you feel more centered, more empowered about where you are right now. Notice any emotions that rise. And just know if there's any fear or any uncertainty or any stress that your vision is bringing to you, you can always release those feelings, those emotions to the earth. As Mother Gaia happily will take it away from you. Bring both hands to the crown of your head. Notice any sensations that you feel in the crown. As we gently tap And open your crown to the infinite field of possibility, where we connect to our higher power, soul's mission, soul's expression, allowing this information just to flow through our crown so we can feel deeply connected to our higher selves, receiving the messages from our spirit team. And then bringing your hands back to your heart as we take a deep moment of gratitude to ourselves, to our sisters that are here in this field, bringing their beautiful energies to create this wonderful field of feminine empowerment, wisdom, connection. And then the next inhale, I invite you to open your eyes. I'm going to pass it on to breathe. Just give me a clue, bring on to turn the music back on.
Thank you, Anya. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So something came up for me in that, and it's mostly in the sitting with it, right? In the slowing down. And I'm not sure if anybody resonates with this or not, but that used to be really hard for me, right? Like doing these sort of practices or guided meditations or listening, I wanted to go to the next thing, right? Okay, next. Okay, what are we going to do next? Or, okay, monkey mind's going or whatever it is. And I could not just slow, be present, and just listen to my body. And that is the divine feminine, right? So if you're constantly thinking about what's coming next, or, okay, when is this going to be over? Or, all right, I'm ready to breathe, or I'm ready to jump up, I'm ready to dance, or whatever it is. Or even in the dance, okay, when is the song going to end? Okay, I think I'm done, right? All of this is embodiment, is just not, it's in the surrender, it's in the trust of just letting your body keep going, right? Keep moving, keep dancing. Just when you think like, okay, I'm ready for the next song, I'm ready for this to end, that's the resistance. So leaning into that and to keep going, or the patience and the surrendering of, okay, I really need this, I really need to feel regulated, not thinking about the next thing to come. So that just came through during this, like, I'm just so grateful for these moments to slow down and to listen, because before I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just go to the next thing. So I'm not sure if that resonates with anybody, but so some of you have breathed with me before. And while we are not doing a full journey, this is more of like a little mini activation. Typically, the breathwork journeys are around an hour and a half. You're breathing for 50 minutes straight. That will be for another time, but this is just a little mini activation to really drop you back into the body, into your breath, into the power of the breath. So the technique we will be doing, the technique I always do, is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth activates that lower lung and the parasympathetic. So you're always in rest and restore. And this is also a beautiful practice to drop into meditation. So if you also have a hard time and you have that mind that doesn't stop racing, if you're like, I can't meditate, doing this small little practice really gets you back into your body, and then you can drop into that deep meditation. And so even though this is going to be, maybe 12 minutes straight of breathing, which by the way, this is the hardest part of a full journey, is the first 12 to 15 minutes. So keeping that in mind, if you are just to stay with it and we were to continue on to a full journey, time and space melt away and it just becomes this beautiful space. You're dropped into those expanded states. So this little activation, you may feel tingling sensations, you may feel a little lightheaded. So it's completely up to you whether you want to lie down. You can either lie down, keep your feet planted with your knees up. You can lie flat, or you can try this sitting up. But we will be breathing for about 12 minutes, and you can tend to get a little lightheaded. That is completely normal. So if you want to just start sitting up, you can always lie down, just listening to your body, whatever feels good for you. So we're going to start with a nice slow tempo. My music is specific to the tempo. So you could stay with the music if that feels good. We'll speed up the tempo a little bit. At any time, if you are not able to go at the tempo of the music or at my cues, listen to your body. I am not in your body. I do not know what's going on with your body. You can always slow down. I do invite you to stay in the circular breath. So we are doing a circular breath. So you're thinking about the inhale on the exhale and the exhale on the inhale. You're staying with that full circle. And because you're only going to be breathing for about 12, 13 minutes straight, I really invite you to stay there. Stay with it, right? Breath work is an active modality. You have to stay with it. It's breath work because it is work, right? So I invite you to stay with that breath, and then I will cue you to slow your breath down all the way down to natural breath. And at that time, you may not even feel like you need to breathe, and you may just be able to drop into a deep space. That's where the downloads come through. That's when you might feel physical sensations or just feel this peace and gratitude. So if everybody wants to get comfy and cozy before we start the music, whatever that looks like for you. Anya, you can go ahead and start. Just a little bit. Beautiful. Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Beautiful. So just taking a moment to arrive where you are, right here, right now. This time is yours. Softening your jaw. Let your tongue release from the roof of your mouth. Starting to scan your body, your shoulders, let them melt. All the way down to your belly, your hips. Feel Mother Earth beneath you. All the way down your legs, wiggling your toes. Beautiful. Let's all take 2 deep collective breaths together, breathing in fully. Bringing that breath from your belly all the way up to your chest with that open mouth exhale. One more together. Deep breath in. Belly, chest with that open mouth exhale. Beautiful. One more. Breathing in. Big belly breath and exhale out. Beautiful. When everybody feels ready, you can start to create that circular breath, breathing into the belly, into the chest, open mouth, exhale out. We're going to start nice and slow. Breathe in and out. This is nice and slow to start, and then we will speed it up. Breathe in, filling all the way up and out. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. The deeper the breath, the deeper the exhale. And out. We're going to speed it up. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Focusing, bringing that breath all the way up to your chest with that open mouth, audible exhale out. Filling into the belly, into the chest. Breathe in, out, in, out. Staying with this tempo. That anytime you need to slow it down, you can. I invite you to stay right here if it feels good. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Staying with it. Taking those full body breaths. You want to fill up the belly, up to the chest with that open mouth, exhale out. This is not a pranayama, yoga breath. This is a deep diaphragmatic breath. Staying with it. Belly, chest, exhale. Thinking about that inhale. Out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. Belly, chest, exhale. The deeper the breaths, the deeper the journey. Noticing any resistance that may be coming through, leaning into that resistance, not attaching a story around it. In, out, in, out. This first 10 minutes is a space where your mind might go. You might think, when is this over? I invite you to drop in, to find your rhythm of the breath, to stay with it, to not stop. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Staying with the breath. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. No beginning, no end. Thinking of that circle, the sphere. No beginning, no end. Breathe in and out. In and out. Staying with it. You're doing so good. Think about your breath as your bestie. She is with you at all times. Whenever you need her, go to her. Right now, you are dancing with her, finding this rhythm. The longer we breathe, the more oxygen starts to increase in our bodies. That that's when we start to drop into those expanded states. Staying with it. In and out, in and out, in and out. You're doing so good. At this time, I want to invite you to taking 2 breaths in, 1 out on the beat. In, out. In, out. 2 breaths from the nose. This technique allows you to get a little bit more oxygen in. You may feel a little bit more lightheaded with this technique. This is normal. It means you're oxygenating a little bit more quickly. If you want to stay with the 1 in, 1 out, you can. Or go to that 2 in, 1 out. In, out. In, out. Belly, chest, exhale. Staying with it. I want you to notice any physical sensations that are coming through. Maybe your nostrils are burning from that oxygen filtering through the hairs. This is all normal. Maybe a little dry mouth. In and out, or 2 in, 1 out. Notice any tingling sensations you might be feeling in your body. Any thoughts. Not attaching a story, just staying with the breath. You guys are doing so beautifully. You're almost there. Inviting you to stay with it. In and out, or 2 in, 1 out. We are activating both feminine and masculine energies here. The masculine to keep going, to not stop the breath, to stay with it. And the feminine energy to allow, to stay open, to surrender, to trust. Belly, chest, exhale. Staying with the job. The only job is to breathe. You are the driver behind this experience. The deeper the breath, the deeper you go. Staying with it. In, out, in, out. You should be so proud of yourself. Taking this time to connect out, in, out, whatever feels good. If you are doing the 2 in, 1 out, I invite you to go back to the 1 in, 1 out as we start to slow that tempo breath down, not stopping, still in circle, just slowing it down. Breathing in, letting it go. Slowing down even more.
One day we will come together. Someday we will fall into a beautiful embrace.
Starting to slow all the way down to natural breath. You may not even feel like you need to breathe because you're so oxygenated. This is your time to just be. Be in your body, be in this space. Take this time to just listen. Taking this time to drop into that deep meditation, allowing any insights or wisdom to come through. Taking a few minutes here to just be, scanning your body, just being grateful, just listening to her. giving yourself some gratitude for taking this time for yourself, starting to come back, wiggling your fingers or your toes, taking a stretch if it feels good. Maybe rolling to one side or the other. And when you feel ready, you can come back to the space, sitting or lying, opening your eyes. How's everyone feeling? Beautiful. So we just want to open the space. First, thank you for your patience and so grateful for you coming back, taking this time for you. That is the feminine, is saying yes to you. So you did it twice today. So I celebrate you. So let's take a little bit time, and if anybody wants to share anything that came through the movement, through the meditation, or through the breath, just sharing how you're feeling and what's alive right now. And you can
Thank you,
just,
Brie. That was very beautiful.
beautiful. You can unmute yourself, whoever wants to share if you want like to.
I had a lot of insights that came in about moving forward, and the spirit was just showing me all of the ways I can express myself past this month into the new version of me. So it was really beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful.
I think everybody's coming back. Are you feeling more at peace, more in your body, more regulated? How's your nervous system? I wanted to share too when you were talking, Brie, about your experience during the first part. And then I was thinking of the question of like, what is the regulated nervous system is? Like, I've been in a profession of regulating everybody else's nervous system for like 2 decades. And I'm like, what does that really feel when you are fully regulated? And sometimes thinking like, yeah, we're like doing somatic movements and we're in the middle of the dance or in the middle of this guided meditation. But if our mind is still racing, if we're still thinking about those things, are we really regulated? So I feel like there's a threshold where you can feel like perceived sense of regulation to actually then, if you really allow yourself to cross over that threshold, you really dive deep into like the ocean of calmness, you know? And I think it takes, and that's why a lot of people struggle with meditation because it takes, or breath work or anything where you have to just be present. I think we're so conditioned not to be present and just doing things and moving and what's next. So I think until that moment is reached, I feel like we're not fully regulated, even if we're sitting and meditating. I don't know. That was just my kind of
Yeah.
nugget of wisdom that came from me. I'm like, well, are you really are you really regulated until you fully regulate it, in that
Yeah.
juicy flow. So,
Presence takes practice.
hmm
So, yeah. Well, so this is our ceremony. Yes. Just saying bye to my daughter. This is our ceremony. We would love for you to hang out a little bit longer. If you need to hop off, we completely understand. But if you stay on a little bit longer through this next few minutes, we will be sending you a beautiful guided elemental meditation that is also that practice of presence, and it's guided, and it's really beautiful. So if you stay through the next couple minutes, we will send you this little gift from us via email, as well as the recording if you ever want to watch it again. So thank you.
yeah. Yeah, so if you feel complete, we totally understand. I know the timing is also very valuable. But the reason that we wanted to gift elemental meditation as well, because working with elements is so important. And working with the element of fire and air and spirit and earth, because each one um, creates such a beautiful, well, give us such a beautiful wisdom of each element. And um, as we created our portal into Loom, every single day is the elemental portal. So we just wanted to share a little gift of elemental power with those who may be coming to Tulum and maybe not. But uh, yeah, so what we've moved through today is what Brie and I so passionately create, right? This is just like a little snippet of what this space or the practice of feminine embodiment can create. So a little bit of dropping in into your body, into your heart, into your space of regulation, into your nervous system, just letting yourself heal can create massive shifts. So like one little practice like today can create massive shifts. Um, and doing something like a journey when we're together can create further more shifts. And obviously going to a deep journey, a retreat can create even bigger transformation. And we are so excited to share this beautiful portal that we're so passionately created because Tulum is extremely special for both Brie and I. We individually went through a lot of transformation and connection to the land and felt the wisdom of the land. Um, that we were so excited to come together and create this portal for women that are in our circle because we feel so strongly about the land itself, the spirit that it holds, and what it could potentially do by just being there. And then on top of that, being in a circle of women and combining our medicines together creates such a wonderful portal as well. So we're so excited to share this with you today. And I'm sure you've heard, you know, us, I'm sure you heard about her sacred birth. So we just wanted to share a little bit about what that journey would look like.
Especially for those women that couldn't make it live. This is also
Yes.
for those that don't know about the retreat as well, that we will be sending this to. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely. So a lot of us are feeling alone. And, you know, even women in our community, when we come together, oftentimes we'll come back, you're like, oh my gosh, like I just feel so alone and disconnected because even being exposed to practices and being in the field with other like-minded women, we oftentimes feel alone because life takes over and we get distracted and we get disconnected. And I know myself, I just went through it with the move. Like it totally spun me out and it took me away from my practices. And I also feel very disconnected right now. So this is very healing to me as well to be in a group with you. So what it creates is the portal where we are together, we're holding each other, and it creates an opportunity for us to truly come back to ourselves. And then we come back happy, loving, and beautiful. So the person on the right is actually um, is who I represent. And I look back on my life in the last year. A year ago, I went to my first retreat in Hawaii that I couldn't afford, but my heart was like, you have to go. And I went to Egypt and I went to Shasta and I did my Shasta retreats. And like, I literally, every single time I put myself through a portal like that or through a container where I was held and I was guided, cracked me open to the point where I actually felt like that. And now looking back on my life, it completely transformed in the past year. And not only that, I feel this way and I feel so alive and embodied and excited, it allowed me to fully release my old identity so I can feel free to be this beautiful human. Like I didn't feel like that about me before, you know? And so I just feel very open and very cracked open. And that allowed me to step into this new identity. And now my life, my external life, demonstrates the improvements that went inside of me. And I know, Natasha, like you're going through a hard time, and I fully see you and feel you. And not all things along the way in the past year have been easy. There has been a lot of struggle, but I promise you, when you come on the other side of it and you can look back and understand like why certain struggles came up, it like really creates that sense of, I get it now, you know? And so that's what we want. That's what we want for women to come out of this experience feeling extremely embodied and extremely cracked open to feel their full radiance. And it's a 6 day journey, and we have four full days together. And every day we go through a different portal that's connected to a particular element. So we go through earth, air, fire, and water. And we're going to have beautiful rituals and practices with the locals that are going to guide us through Mayan rituals, connecting us to the land, connecting us to the ancestors, and really allowing us to uh, embody this experience fully. So we're going to be connecting uh, to fire through Temazcal ceremony. We're going to have beautiful sound healing journeys. We're going to be having an opening ceremony with local guides that going to really allow us to fully experience that. And at the end of our journey, we're going to have a water uh, portal where we go through our rebirth. You know, to her sacred rebirth. So we're going to go through our rebirth ceremony in the water. And this particular retreat center that we have for us, that's completely going to be only for us, has its own private cenote, which is very, very special. And so each one of us will go through a water ritual and rebirth ceremony where we're going to celebrate the new version of ourselves. And then we'll have a beautiful photographer take uh, photos of us in the new version of ourselves so we can come back to our lives fully embodied, fully alive, and fully celebrated for who we are, have become. And then a little bit about what you're going to experience is we are going to have a 6 day journey. This resort is very special. It has its own little eco luxury domes in the jungle of Tulum, which is extremely special because a lot of places in Tulum are very like nature based, and these little domes are fully air conditioner, fully luxury, but then at the same time, you feel like you are still part of the jungle. And so it's just very special, and we're so excited to bring women there. So they're going to be fully comfortable, and all of their needs are going to be fully met in the luxury aspect of it. But they're going to feel like they are immersed in the jungle and in this feminine uh, energy of the nature. Everything will be provided. It's fully inclusive, including the transportation from and to the airport. So the only thing that is not provided is the airfare to Tulum or Cancun, but everything within the portal you're going to be fully taken care of. So all of the meals, all of the ceremonies, workshops. We're going to have special, like I've mentioned before, mind opening and closing rituals, Temazcal purification ceremony, which is basically a sweat lodge, the mind sweat lodge. We're going to be doing an outing to Tulum ruins. So we're going to be going out and experiencing some of the local spiritual ruins, as well as going into bigger cenotes, which is very, very special as well. You're going to be experiencing Kundalini activations with me, breathwork journeys with Bree, and we're going to sprinkle some more feminine wisdom workshops and rituals to really help you go deep into your body. Let's see. And yes, we're going to support you throughout. We already have a community of women that are going, and they're all amazing. And you're going to be experiencing the integration calls after the retreat because we know how um, life-changing it can be to come back from the retreat where you feel completely open. You have to come back into your life and integrate the wisdom. So we're going to support you throughout. And you know me, this is me in Tulum Jungle last year. I'm a Kundalini priestess. I'm very passionate about awakening the Shakti energy in women. And we have our beautiful sister Frida, who's the ancestral woman, and she's doing all of the rituals there in the land. And she's absolutely amazing. Her voice is absolutely angelic. She's going to be guiding a sound healing journey and just bringing her wisdom into our portal. And of course, Bree, our beautiful Bree, breathwork facilitator and feminine embodiment guide.
Yeah.
I'll
And
pass it on to
so
you.
We will be doing, of course, longer journeys, breath work, so transformational, and some more feminine embodiment through mirror work. We'll be doing some womb healing, a lot of somatics. So lots, lots of cookies, lots of transformations. And if you want to go to the next slide.
Yeah. And also, because it is work, it is a lot of big transformational work will also give you enough time to integrate every day so you can
Yes.
really have the alone time that you need to fully integrate each experience.
Yes, while it will be packed with transformative workshops, you will be able to integrate in your own time. And this is something, this slide is, it really was aligned with me. Every retreat that I was brought the opportunity to go on, I always in my mind put it off like, okay, I'm going to go next year, or this finances, or I can't leave the kids, or this trip, or whatever it is. And when I stopped and I actually said yes to me, because for so long I felt that shift inside me that needed it needed something, right? It had that whisper. I had the whisper, I had the calling. My intuition was saying, yes, you need this, you need this, you need this. Every time I said yes to me, my abundance grew in ways that I would have never imagined. And while it is an investment, you are investing in you, right? And everything stems from childhood, right? And so, even through these inner child workshops that we will be doing, we're getting down to the root. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. And this is where the work becomes the medicine. And you are the medicine through this Tulum retreat and being held by already 7 amazing women that have said yes already. We have a few spots left that we wanted to offer to you, beautiful women. And the investment, if you want to go to the next slide. So, the investment in a private dome, and this is for everything, is 4222, and the shared dome is 3777 that you can share with a sister. And if you book with a sister, or you bring somebody along with you, you guys do get a discount to share that room together. And for everybody that joined the ceremony, you're going to be getting $300 off. And you can apply through the link in our website. If you want to go to the next slide. So this is a $300 off just for being here if you apply within the 48 hours. And of course, you're going to get the elemental guided meditation. So we will send you both. On the email, we'll send you the guided meditation that you can download, and we will send you the application to apply to Her Sacred Rebirth. And it is in less than 2 months. So we are starting to plan. We just sent all of the packing list to our women, and we would just love to open the space for a few more women to join this beautiful experience. So thank you for joining. Thank you for staying till the end. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, you can ask, and we're always happy to hop on a call with you as well, just to connect further with any questions you have.
Yes, absolutely. And I just wanted to mention that in order to get the discount, you would just have to apply within 48 hours. So it doesn't mean you have to come up with the cost of the retreat. We just wanted to know that you are interested, and then from there we'll set up a call and then we can discuss all the further details. So yeah, we're just very excited to connect with you furthermore and answer any questions. Oh,
Thank you, ladies. Does anybody have any questions before we
hold on,
say
there's something in
goodbye?
the chat. That's it. Okay.
How do you guys feel? Feel good? Ready to start your weekend? Thank you. Thank you, Trisha. All right, ladies. We'll have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
Saturday. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for all of your patience today with us and grace. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.